Okay, hi guys, this is me again making another video, and I just watched, I swear she actually has a video on this. I've actually tried searching for it on YouTube, but it's just coming up funny, like I can't find it in my favorites, and I can't find it in my watch list, and it actually was on my phone. I actually can show it to you. It's, The Wheel of the Year Where You Live by the Preistess. And I swear it's been uploaded. It's here. I actually am not delusional. This is what I'm basing my video on, and this is going to be a video response to her, or my take on it, kind of. Because what she was talking about is called The Wheel of the Year Where You Live, and she lives in a particular part of Europe. Can't remember exactly where you live, but I live in California, and that's the United States. If anybody doesn't know where that's at. Some people don't, so don't think I'm acting like you're stupid or anything, but some people don't know where California is. I find that really strange because I live here, but I'm a little biased. But anyway, I was looking it up, and it's very interesting. The meteorological world of the year, wheel of the year for me is very different than the astrological wheel of the year for the rest of the northern hemisphere. Well, not too far off. It's kind of in the range that they have, but it's different, as is true for most people, because the astrological wheel of the year a little bit prettier than mine. Mine is done in pen. I'll probably go back and do this a little prettier later on, but that's my wheel of the year, and that's all the data. This is all the data I actually based this wheel of the year on. But the basic thing of my wheel of the year is my spring starts in March, ends in May. My summer is in June, ends in August. The fall begins in September, ends in November, and the winter is December, January, and February. And I've taken a look at the changes in the weather, and they do match up with the meteorological wheel of the year for the northern hemisphere pretty closely, but once again there's some variation there. Like when they say, let's see what I have written down here, like the winter for the northern hemisphere is supposed to begin the 1st of December. Our wettest day of the year with 0.105 inches. And around here, that's quite a bit of rain, or that's the highest range I've seen in the data that I found. It was at 0.105 inches the 22nd and through the 23rd. So it was 2 days that we got that much rain. And that's the end of winter going into spring, and it kind of does make sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me really is that our hottest and driest day of the year was in the end of August, going into the fall. it kind of makes sense, but it kind of doesn't, because you're supposed to be, when you're going into fall, you're supposed to be cooling down and maybe getting a little bit wetter. I don't know, but July was not a very hot month. It's the middle of summer, but it's not very hot. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but yeah, that's basically what our wheel of the year looks like around here, and I went through all the data. It was interesting. It was interesting to look at, and she mentioned that you can find it anywhere, but it took me a long time to find some places that were actually had data that I could actually read, because a lot of the websites they have are lots of numbers, lots of math and things to put together, and it's not very clear. You kind of have to look at it a lot. There was one site in particular that I found that I really liked a lot of their information. Let's see, what is this website? They have a lot of information, and it's semi-easy to navigate, and this is for people mostly in the western part of the USA. You can go here and find the data that you want, and it's called the Western Regional Climate Center at www.wrcc.dri.edu. It's an educational website, and you go to their website and you can find a lot of information. You can even, they go all the way back to gosh, what is there? Let's see if I can go back here. The earliest date they have for the one that I'm looking at for the western part of the United States is 1981 through 2010. Wait, no, it goes earlier than that. It goes earlier than that, yeah. I've got one from the daily temperature and precipitation rates. They have that for 1961 through 1990, which is about 30 years of data, which is a hell of a lot of data to go through. And the only issue I had with it was that it lists the dates by what what number of the year it is, and you have to go to another website to figure out, okay, what date is that? Like, it's the hottest day of the year was on the 236th day. What date is that? I had to look it up and find out that it was in fact the 24th of August was our hottest day, the 236th day. But that was the only problem I had with it. There's a lot of information there. I'll put a link on the bottom showing where you can find it, all you people from the Western United States. I believe there also is ways to find that information for other parts of the United States. I don't have the website up right now. How did I get back there earlier? Where are you? There it is. I just have to go back to the web. There's also, they get data from the National Climatic Data Center, and you can find information there on different parts of the United States. And this is just for the United States that I've found. And the NCDC, National Climate Data Center, has a lot more information on it. You can find it for different regions. They have a lot of information on these particular websites. Once again, I'll put a link on the bottom of here because I'm looking at these, and they're very interesting. They have a lot of data, and they break it down into tables and things like that, and it's a lot to look through. But those are the two best websites that I've found, and this was just in like an hour and a half of searching here for this video. So I hope you guys found it interesting, yeah. I've rambled on for nearly 10 minutes about this, and I could go on more, but I'm going to spare you of my rambliness for now. But yeah, if you guys want to take a look at what the meteorological world of the year is for you, it'd be interesting to see how that differs even from people who are in San Jose. Between people that are like 5 or 10 miles away, I don't think it'll be much different because the weather is still the same. But it would be interesting to find that out because and they also have the range of how much it snows. Even though it doesn't snow in San Jose, I think it's snowed maybe once in my lifetime, maybe twice in my lifetime. It's about 27 years of just twice, 2 days for about 3 hours a day. It actually snowed. It didn't actually stick, but it snowed in this area. So they still have that data down just in case it actually ever does snow. And in places that it does snow, it keeps up that record. But I'm going to start rambling. I'm going to. I just thought it was an interesting video to put in there because the astrological dates of the year for the equinoxes. My point of view on that is that on a personal basis, I think that we should base, well, at least I do. I think I should base my personal wheel of the year when I celebrate the seasons is when I actually see those seasons in play or when I see those seasons come up in my personal area of land that I live in. That's a personal thing. That's where you celebrate them personally. But when you get a group of people together, it's the astrological way of viewing the dates and the equinoxes is a lot easier when you've got a group of people coming from a lot of different places. Because I know for my personal growth that comes together for their equinoxes, we've got people from Fresno, we've got people from San Francisco, we've got people from San Jose, Sunnyvale, a number of different areas, and the astrological way of viewing the equinoxes and things just makes a lot more sense when you're grabbing people from a lot of different places and bringing them together to celebrate. Your own personal celebrations, though, you can base those on a meteorological wheel of the year, and I think that's where that fits in for a more personalized wheel of the year or celebrations. Like for me personally, beginning of spring would be I don't know if it would be Imbolc or it would be Ostara. Ostara is coming up, and it's I believe that could be the beginning of spring. Ostara would probably in my wheel of the year, it would probably April probably be in March or April, because that's the beginning. Maybe Imbolc or however you pronounce it. Imbolc would be, my cat's here. Hi. He thinks I'm rambling too much too. But in my personal meteorological wheel of the year, I'd have to take a look at it a little bit more thoroughly, saying, okay, what does spring mean to me? What does summer mean to me? What does fall mean to me? And what do I want to celebrate about these times of the year? Spring in general for most people is about the beginning of, not about the beginning of the year, but about the beginning of the growing season, when things are beginning to come back to life, and things like that. So probably just in the last couple weeks, we could probably see that happening around where I'm at right now. So the beginning of March is probably where I would celebrate spring, with my own in my own way, in my own home, or something of that nature. Whereas when I'm in a more public setting, I would be celebrating the vernal equinox with my grove, whenever that is that they've decided to celebrate it based on the astrological system. So it's very personal, and you'd have to really put some deep thought into it, take into account the meteorological world of the year, because I think that would be a better fit for a personal wheel of the year. Okay, and I'm going to stop rambling. Yes, I'm going to stop rambling. Okay, so say I have to stop the video. Okay. But thanks guys for listening, and thank you Pi for starring in my video. Talk to you guys later and hope to see you guys again. Bye.